Welcome to DJ's video review of the Suzuki C109RT, their flagship motorcycle and the largest touring bike that they have. Now this is basically the same structure and motor as the M109, just designed more of a standard cruiser for people that don't really like this sports muscle bike look. The motor's been changed a little bit, but it's still an 1800cc V-twin with 2 spark plugs per cylinder. At 114 horsepower and 116 pound-feet of torque, it has a little less horsepower but a little more pound-feet than the M version, and it's designed to give more linear throttle response, so it's not as herky-jerky if you're going through the gears real quick. It's smoother, which is kind of what they wanted with the touring bike. It's a little bit slower, but at 880 pounds you really don't want to be going too fast around the turns and all. I'm getting around 30 miles per gallon with it, and it's quick enough to make me really grab onto the handlebars, even with the big windshield keeping the wind off of me. Now the RT version is the touring model. It comes with the windshield from Boulevard, upper and lowers, the really nice saddlebags, and the sissy bar. Now, the saddlebags don't really look that big, but it's kind of deceiving because this bike is over 8 feet long and 880 pounds. So I kind of got a little something in here to show you what I mean. That is my spare helmet that was in there, and a gallon jug. I fit 2 gallon jugs in here before and some other stuff from Walmart. Microwave hot pockets, I think it was, and still had room for the other little stuff I have in there, mostly my cable for my helmet and all. So they hold a lot in these saddlebags. I just wish that they could make a lock for them, which they don't. Now they work. Snaps hold the sides on, and these things that look like buckles are kind of deceiving because they have a plastic snap here, which is actually really nice. It's a lot easier to get into them with one hand, like me holding the camera. So, even for a motorcycle without a top backs, it can hold quite a bit from the store. I've used it a few times to go shopping for light stuff. Now, other changes from the M version besides the styling, the front wheel has a metal cover over it instead of plastic, because they really weren't that worried about weight savings with the touring bike. It's got the really nice floorboards, which I love. First bike I ever had with them. I'll never have another bike without them. And it's got the heel and toe shifter, which was really weird at first, but I love it. I've heard a lot of people and a lot of magazines saying that if you're really tall, the floorboards don't give you a lot of room. Well, I'm 5 feet 11 and 290 pounds, and I don't have any problem. I can move my boot around it, which is a size 12. Not too much problem. I never feel cramped on it. Speedometer goes up to 150, and I think it goes faster than that. In third gear, at around topping out the RPMs, I was doing 106. I still had all of fourth gear to go through too. Fifth gear, I've been seeing on the internet, is mostly a cruising gear, and you won't get as fast in that as you would in fourth. But, you know, it's fast.
I don't want a pickle, just want to ride on my motorcycle.
Now it's got plenty of oomph for going. As for braking, it's got more than enough for stopping. What we have here is 3 pistons per side on the front wheel, and 2 of them are activated with the front handle brake, and then the middle one is activated with the brake for the back. When you push the back brake down, it activates the middle piston and gives you some stopping force in the front. But if you really need a panic stop, you want to grab the handlebar because it adds a lot more force to that 3 piston setup per side. Back's also got a disc brake, also vented. Can't really see it here. Zoom in a little bit. That's only got a 2 piston, but it's the back brake. It doesn't do that much work, and it works. This thing stops really controllably and pretty quick, especially considering how heavy it is. Controls are real easy to grab. And like I said, I'm 5 foot 11 and everything's easy within my reach. The handlebars are 2 inches wider than on the M version. And according to motorcyclecruiser.com, this bike is easier to maneuver and feels lighter once you get it going. They think it's because of the 2-inch wider handlebars and generally just the difference in suspension and all. That really surprised me because the M version is kind of their racing bike and this is the touring, and they said this one's easier.